What's up, guys? This is Norm from Daily Fantasy Archive, and today we have a 10-game slate upon us. I'm going to show you my picks that I'm using in a lineup today. It's a bit of a riskier lineup today. There's 10 games on a slate, but there's a few games you definitely want to focus on out of these 10 games with a few high-scoring game totals at 6 total. But anyways, I'll also show you some other picks that you definitely want to look at if you're considering playing 50-50s or GPPs. And before I start the video, make sure you hit that like button. It makes me produce more content, upload daily, and give you guys out free lines and give you guys great advice every day. It definitely helps me out. Anyways, let's get right into it. The first pick of the day is definitely going to be Braden Holtby. He costs 9.7k, as a bit of a crazy price tag, but I'm definitely going to be going with Braden Holtby tonight. If you check Vegas odds, again, another good indicator to find a good goalie for the odds tonight. Washington is negative 265 tonight. They're the second highest Vegas odds. Philly is 11-16-2 on the road. And the last two times they played against each other, Holtby finished with over 30 points on Fanduel. And Washington's red hot right now. They're on a really good win streak, and they haven't lost on home ice in 2017 this year. So, which gives high upside and even shutout upside for Braden Holtby tonight in a really good matchup on home ice with Washington. Another goalie that you possibly want to check out would be, I'm pretty sure Ben Bishop's starting tonight over John Quick, and Vancouver's off on the road 8-20-1. So if you feel like you want to spend down a bit more with Ben Bishop, I'm pretty sure his price is down a bit. And another team that you want to focus on, the other team would be Boston, but they don't have Raskin net, and that's also why straight away, maybe more of a GPP because they got Godobin in net, and he's a bit of a risky play tonight. So I think that Holtby would be the best 50-50 play tonight, and then you want to go with Quick or Godobin for GPPs. The next pick of the night I'm going to have is Patrick Laine. He costs 7.7k. Pretty hot price tag, but he's got 56 points in the last 57 games. And he's got 31 shots in his last 10 games, and he's averaging under just 3 shots a game right now. And Colorado is also 9-21-1 on the road, which is really brutal. It's awful. If you check out, they're also really high Vegas odds to win tonight. The game total is at 6. This is the reason why you're definitely going to want a piece of this game. 6 total game. And Winnipeg is 15-15-0 on home. That's not too bad. They're neutral, but definitely Colorado is literally, if not the worst team in the league, it's the second worst team in the league. They're bottom 3 team in the league, and they're really bad on defense. Pretty much all categories they're awful in. So which would leave for high upside for Laine tonight. Matthew Perreault will be my next pick. I picked him last night. He was a really good pick. He had an assist, and I think he had a shot or a block or something like that. He definitely paid off his value of only costing 5.5 thousand. His price tag is climbing up there a bit, but I mean, he's on the line with Laine. He's on the first line power play, and he's been on fire. He got an assist last night. You can't really get a better, for the price tag, you can't really get a better player for the chance of the upside of this 6 total game, like I said, from Vegas odds. Sorry about that, excuse me. And the next pick is going to be Brian Little. Like I said, it's a bit more of a riskier lineup tonight. I wanted to have Mark Scheifele. I wanted to have that full second line just because of this upside and how good Patrick Laine has been playing. 56 points, 57 games. You definitely want a piece of Laine. But last night, Brian Little really played good. He's on the first line power play. He's on the first regular line. The total, like I said, is at 6. He had a goal and an assist last night. And on home ice right now in the last 6 games, this is the reason why I definitely want a piece of him. He's averaging 12.40 in his last 6 home games, which is crazy for 4.9k. I mean, really, you can't get much better than that. And he's playing with Brian Little, with Blake Wheeler. And Blake Wheeler is really definitely a person that you want to have a piece of. He's been going off, and he went off last night too. And Nikolai Ehlers. And this is going to be the last player in my In my Winnipeg stack tonight, I'm definitely stacking Winnipeg. I mean, they're playing Colorado. They're an awful team. If you check out anybody, they're going to say that Colorado is one of the worst teams in the league. You definitely want to take advantage of every area. They're awful on offense, defense. They can't do anything. They're goaltending. They're giving up over 3 goals a game. And Dustin Byfuglien is nothing but consistent lately. He has 6 points in his last 6 games. He has a point in his last 6 games. He has 8 points in his last 10 games, if you check his games logs. And with 11 block shots and 39 shots. The reason why he's so good is he has so much upside, and he just takes a lot of shots, you know what I mean? So he's definitely a solid pick, if not a lock, tonight playing Colorado. Those 4 players, I can see all of them going off. If not, Patrick Laine will 100% be going off in Dustin Byfuglien, and you're just hoping that the other 2 get in on things with this high upside total and this big chance for a win for Winnipeg on home ice tonight. Next pick is Jonathan Huberdeau. He cost 6.4K. He's in a 6.6 total game tonight. They're also projected to win. They're playing Dallas. I'm not sure. I wouldn't go grabbing Reimer or picking goalies for this game. It's going to be a bit of a crazy game, high total game. Florida's 15-3-1 at home, and this is the biggie. Dallas is 7-18-4 on the road. That is awful. Completely trash. Everybody knows. You guys all know that they can't play defense. They can't keep the puck out of their net. I mean, they're awful. They are 29th in the league in ranked defense right now, and he has 37 shots in his last 12 games, which is a really good save floor. I mean, if he don't score, if he doesn't get an assist for you tonight, which he should be able to in this a really good spot to play in Dallas on home ice, he's definitely going to get some shots against this awful defensive core and offense core. Next player I'm going to be looking at is Oscar Klefbom. He's a bit of a punt tonight. The game total's at 5.5. It's not too bad. Edmonton's on home ice. He has 8 points and 3, which of those have been on the power play in his last 10 games with 17 block shots and 24 shots on goal, which is really good for a defenseman. And he's on the first line power play, which hopefully we'll get a piece of Connor McDavid. You always want to have a piece of Connor McDavid. He's if not the best player in the league, the top 2 player in the league this year. And his upside is really high right there, especially playing against a really poor defensively and goaltending Dallas tonight. The next pick I'm going to be looking at is Tanner Pearson. He costs us 6K. He's on home ice against Vancouver. Vancouver is awful. If you look at Tanner Pearson's game logs, you can see that the guy has been nothing but consistent, straight fire. They're big favorites to win tonight, as you can see right here. Again, I'll show you on the Vegas lines. They're negative 275. Like I said, it's a good pick to probably go for Ben Bishop tonight, or John Quick, whoever starts tonight. And anyways, if you look, he's on the second line. He's on the first line power play. And he's got 21 and 17 fantasy points. The last 2 games he played against Vancouver, and Vancouver's 8-20-1 over on the road. They're just a completely trash, awful team. They've traded away some more of their key offensive players a few days ago. So they've got awful. They're pretty much tanking. They don't have no hope of doing anything this season. They're an awful team. So you definitely want to have a piece of him. Playing with Kopitar, I think it is. Let me check the lines. I think it's Kopitar. Yeah, he's playing with Jeff Carter and Toffoli. He's on the first line power play. And in his last 5 big favorite games, he has 20.10 fantasy points. That is really good. And like I said, he's been on fire. And the last pick of the night, which I will be looking at, is more of a punt again. I mean, you got to get some of these high price players in, like Patrick Laine, and you're trying to get a high price goalie to hopefully give you a shutout, Braden Holtby. So you're going to have to pay down a bit, which is going to be Mike Fisher. He is playing on the second line right now, and he's on the second line power play. The total, like I said, is at 5.5. Nashville's on home. They're really good on home ice. You can see this could be a close game. It could go either way, though, because Chicago's really good on the road. They're 19-10-1, but Nashville is 19-7-5 at home. They've been a really consistent team all year. And I'm not sure who's going to be in net, as Corey Crawford just played last night, so I don't know if he's going to play again tonight. He might be, because there's not much other depth they have. Anyways, this is the big reason why I definitely want a piece of Mike Fisher tonight. If you check his game logs, in his last 4 games against Chicago, he has 17, 17, 4, and 24 fantasy points. That's in order in the last 4 games. That's really good. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. He's been on fire lately, as you can see. He's been playing. Look at these points, like 13.3, 21.6, 6.4, 17.3. He's been really consistent his last few games on home ice. I see him doing good tonight. And Chicago's also giving up 9.6 shots a game to the centers. That's definitely my picks tonight. I'm going to run them this line. I'm not just showing you guys. I run these lines each night. I win or lose. Also, leave a like I said, below. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video. There'll be daily uploads every day, giving you guys free lines and tips and tricks that you should definitely target when picking lines. And here's the Twitter page if you want to follow, DFS_archive. Just created a few days ago, and you will be able to get notified when I upload. Turn on the notifications if you want on my YouTube or Twitter to be notified when I upload or when I post a tweet. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for your time, guys. DFS Squad out.